Good evening and welcome to our Thursday night webinar here at Travel 10. This is Mark Seaforth, your CEO founder. Joining me tonight is Mark Melioris, and he's joining us from New York. Mark, if you would, say hello.
Hey everyone, how are you? Hopefully you guys are all having a good night and a good day.
Yeah, I think everybody probably came back from Memorial Day, probably a little worn out. That's normal, but everybody I'm sure had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a safe weekend as well. So let's jump right in, guys. We got a lot to talk about tonight. One of the things we're going to be doing going forward is we're going to start talking about growing your business, because let's face it, that's what it really gets down to. Is you want to have a business that you just don't want it to sit there and be stagnant and not have an increase in income every month. You want this thing growing month after month after month. So what we're going to be doing is putting together a strategy here where we're going to be talking about every webinar how to grow your business. And what we'll also add in is at least once a month, like every 3 weeks, we're going to start doing a live business presentation so that you can actually bring your guests, your prospects, and let them come in and see a complete formal business presentation online. Obviously, you can be doing this at your home. You can invite people to your home when we're doing this, or obviously they can be sitting at home in their pajamas watching if they so desire. But we're going to make sure that we do this at least once every 3 weeks. And then as it starts to grow, and if everybody wants it more often, we'll do it more often. And we're going to do it live, because obviously when you're doing this thing live, I think it has more of an impact with people. And matter of fact, we might even add to that live presentation maybe a little, because we've never done this before, and we'll maybe experiment with this a little chat time, where after we do a business presentation, we can actually do a little chat, let people ask some questions that they really want to ask or understand. And usually when somebody asks questions, it usually benefits everyone anyway. So with that being said, let's get started. Tonight we're going to talk about two things. Tonight we're going to talk about the VIP business program and how to use that to grow your business. And we're going to talk about how to go out and use meetups to grow your business. So let's begin with the meetups. I think that's the simplest one. Let's start with that, because this is a way that you can get out and meet people on a one-to-one basis that you don't know. And obviously the people you don't know are sometimes the best prospects anyway. And be able to meet people and share with them, obviously, a very simple message, which is called the gift. So Mark, I know you're actually going to a meetup today. And that's why I want to have Mark on here, because the one thing I like about his approach is he doesn't want to sit there and just tell you, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. He wants to go out and do it himself. He believes that, hey, if you're walking the walk, then you can talk the talk. So I like that, because if he's out there walking the walk, he's going to be able to tell you firsthand things that are working and things that aren't working, so you don't need to make those same mistakes. So Mark, if you would, talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing today with your first meetup.
Yeah, so today will be my first meetup, in which I'm going to meet with other like-minded individuals, entrepreneurs, and marketing people fresh in the industry, or people that are very established within the industry. And I'm going to just go into the meetup and introduce myself, give a little elevator speech as to who we are, what we do, and get a business card from them, as well as gift them with one of our cards, and then schedule a follow-up with them, contact them within a week or two, and that's going to be my strategy. Now, I do have an extensive record of sales experience, and I'm going to do a lot of learning myself. There's going to be a lot of pitfalls, a lot of hiccups, holes in the road, where I'm going to have to figure out a strategy to eliminate them or to minimize the effects of them, to optimize our overall sale ratio with going to events. And kind of right now we have something where you go out, you hand your card to approximately 10 people, and you're going to have about 2 to 3 individuals that are going to move forward with the company and with you. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be going to a meetup, which several colleagues of ours have actually already gone and done. And I'm going to measure the success rate with going to one, like how many cards I'm going to be handing out, how many individuals am I going to be meeting, and what is the overall retention ratio? Are these individuals going to be coming and clicking onto our site? Are they going to be moving forward? Now, that is something that I really don't know until I actually go to this event and able to do data analytics and study and find the results. But from that, I'm also going to be taking into effect the individuals I'm following up on and doing also a matrix with that as well. So I'm going to figure out what individuals sign up instantaneously. And so that's immediately once I get the card for the voucher, the amount of individuals I had to follow up with in order to do it because there was some speculation. And I'm also going to know on the hurdles and questions that they may have, so you can have a Q&A for yourself. And then I'm also going to just, as an overview, do an equation which is going to give us an output of our success ratio with going forth and doing meetups and meeting with like-minded individuals who want an idea. And one of the biggest things that I'm going to be pushing out for entrepreneurs and individuals of small businesses and or large at this event is I'm really going to introduce the VIP business program, which.
Yeah. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about that next, Mark, because yeah, the VIP business program is going to be a great way, I think, for everybody to build a business. But in finishing up what Mark was talking about with the meetups, I mean, I think I've shared this with everybody. You know, that's something my wife started doing. And she just went and looked online and saw, okay, in the Atlanta area, you know, all these different meetups. And they're mostly, you know, business owners or business people. And there's all types of meetups. They do every type of thing you can think of. And some of them are just recreational, some are hobbies, some are geared towards something that they believe in. So you just go, you attend. And what's great, obviously, is with this card, is that it's such an easy thing to do. And all she's ever done, and I think that's all you're going to want to do is you go to these meetups, is you're talking to people, you go there. And again, you don't know anybody, they don't know you, but you get a chance, they want everybody to exchange ideas and what you do. So all you're going to have to do when you share this with somebody is just, in a meetup, is just very simply ask them a question like, yeah, do you travel or take vacations? And most people say, yeah, I do, you know, and very few people can tell you they don't. And if they don't, they know 100 people that do. But most people say, yeah, I take a vacation a year, or maybe we travel a lot. Well, that's when obviously you can hand them the card. Because you say, you know what, then this is really going to be something you're going to be interested in. And it's called the gift. I want you to check this out, because if you travel or you take vacations, this is really going to benefit you. And that's all you got to do. You don't need to try to convince them of anything and just say, here's the card. And I said, well, what? You hand them the card. Obviously, there's information on. They'll ask if you go, well, what do I do? And I said, well, very simply, on the back of the card, you'll see a website. Go to that website, take a look at the video, and then let's follow up with a simple conversation, a simple phone call, and we'll see if this is something that works for you. And that's it. You don't need to push this thing hard. As a matter of fact, I was telling Mark earlier, my wife just went to one the other day, and she called the person back that she handed the card to and said, did you look at the video? No, not yet. And she said, well, just take a look at it and see if it's something you're interested in. And if it is, call me. Well, the very next day, she got a phone call, and the person was very interested and said, yeah, I want to do this. And I want to do this in a big way. I'm very excited about it. What did she do? Nothing. She handed them a card, you know, followed up with a phone call. That's it. And that's all you need to do at these meetups, folks. That alone could build you your business, because you don't have to go looking for anybody. And remember, these people are there for the same reason you are, to share what they've got. Now, you might have to listen to what their ideas are and their product. So what? You know, matter of fact, maybe you'll find something you like. But the great thing about it, you'll find a lot of people that are in the networking industry. And even though they're in the networking industry, they don't have travel. So this is something they all do if they're in the networking world. And now you've got something that can really benefit them. So, Mark, you want to add anything else to that before we switch over to talking about the VIP business program?
No, I think we should just jump right into it, because it definitely is something that reaps a benefit for the individual on two different sides of the spectrum.
Okay, so let's talk about the VIP business program. Same thing as meetups. You know, Mark's going to go out there and do it, you know, just person to person. I happen to believe this is going to be a tremendous way for everybody to build their business, because the VIP business program is built for small businesses. And every small business owner in the world needs a customer appreciation program. The only problem with that is customer appreciation programs usually cost the business owner money. This one does not. In this case, when you go and present the VIP business program, here's a program that not only can save their customers lots of money, which is a tremendous thank you, but then secondly, remember, they make back end money. So on 1,000 cards that they actually hand out, think about that, 1,000 cards, they have the potential of making $250,000. That might be more than their business makes. And that's just off handing out a card that says thank you. So Mark, I know you've got some thoughts on that. So talk a little bit about the VIP business program, what you're going to do there.
Yeah, definitely. So with that, I'm definitely going to express to them that it is a win-win on both sides. So you're going to be satisfying your customer, but then you're also going to be reaping the benefit on your own end because you're going to be getting paid on pretty much whatever the client or the individual's savings is, because you're going to become a distributor for that. And it's good for your company. It's good to kind of like have that be one of the most important thing, or you should really keen in on going for that route, because it's something that definitely is going to help you and definitely spread word, because that's one thing with entrepreneurs is they love ideas, they love ways to save money, and they love ways to satisfy their shareholders currently. And there's no better way to do that than what we are going to be offering to them. So it's pretty much right now what we need to do is we really need to just go out there and make our introductions and tell them who we are and what we can do, and explain to them how simple it could be and how equally beneficial it would or will be moving forward. So that is kind of what I want to close up on with my view on the VIP business program, and like how I'm also going to implement it tonight when I'm at this event, this meetup event. And I will definitely next week be on the call, and I'll notify you, or on the webinar, and I'll notify you guys of my success and pretty much all the percentages and the breakdown of what we should do and how we should utilize this and where steps moving forward. Like, granted, we might have a weakness with one particular aspect of going forth and kind of pitching this to market or to client. And I will find that in that little hole that we had, and I will find a way to make it better. I'll find a way to optimize so that we are in fact finding this weakness and using it as an opportunity, and an opportunity for strength. So that's going to be our strength moving forward, because this is a part of the business I think is very crucial and very important moving forward. I think we should really be using this VIP business cards and pitching them to businesses, because like Mark has stated, as I have stated previously, it's a win-win. It's great for them. It's great for us. It's something we should definitely be kind of pushing forward and working hard to getting people on board for.
Yeah, let me have one more closing thought on that too, Mark, about why I think this is going to be such a home run for everybody. Again, when you present this to a business owner, they're going to say yes, because it makes sense. I mean, they're thanking their customers and they're making a revenue from it. That's pretty exciting. But it's not going to be long before the business owner figures it out very quickly. Because remember, people that own their own businesses are entrepreneurial in the first place. They're going to figure out very quickly, wait a minute. I know people that own businesses, obviously. Why don't I share this with them? Because then they'll realize they can make a back-end revenue from other business owners putting this program out in place. So obviously that's a win-win for them and for you. And think about how that could actually grow your business when you've got business owner to business owner sharing this with other business owners. And remember, this is the non-networking side. They're just sharing the VIP business program, but it's making everybody money. And then obviously you're going to get that percentage. You're going to say, wait a minute, I want the residual. I want all the other things that Travel 10 has to offer. And they're going to start looking at it saying, hey, I just don't want to be a VIP business owner out here. I want to actually be in the business. That's just going to be a natural transition, guys. So it's going to open a lot of doors for you. It's a simple program that works. We know it will work. And again, everybody benefits. So with that being said, I think that's the call for tonight. I appreciate everybody being on here. We're going to do next week, we're going to do the growing the strategies again and some other things. We're going to get a report back from Mark as he shared with you about what he's done during the past week. And remember, that's all anybody has to do to be successful in this business is just go out and share it. Now, again, if you got everything in life you need, you don't need to go out and share this. But if you're looking to have a better life and to have more residual income, then just go out and share the gift. That's all you have to do. So with that, I'll say good night. We'll see you next Thursday night. Look forward to it. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us. We definitely have some great ideas and some good momentum moving forward, and we really hope to be able to assist you with your personal business as well to really set the groundwork and hit the ground running.
You bet. So good night, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Good night, yes.